Today we're talking about Sorin, Vengeful Bloodlord and Oathbreaker. And as always, remember to like and subscribe if you enjoy Oathbreaker content like this. Sorin costs 4 mana and starts at 4 loyalty. As long as it's your turn, creatures and planeswalkers you control have lifelink. +2, Sorin, Vengeful Bloodlord deals 1 damage to target player or planeswalker. -X. Return target creature card with converted mana cost X from your graveyard to the battlefield. That creature is a vampire in addition to its other types. Now let's talk about possible signature spell choices and what direction they might take this deck. Entomb and Buried Alive both go search up cards and put them into your graveyard, then Sorin can reanimate them. If you don't mind paying a little more mana, Final Parting could be pretty good. Search your library for 2 cards, put one of them into your hand and the other into your graveyard. That's 1 creature for Sorin to reanimate and another card for your hand to use later. Or the signature spell could be the reanimation spell. Victimize is pretty good. Choose 2 target creature cards in your graveyard. Sacrifice a creature. If you do, return the chosen cards to the battlefield tapped. Sorin could even minus to bring back the creature you had just sacrificed. He'd also be good for a vampire tribal type of strategy, especially since that -X makes the creature he brings back into a vampire. Arterial Flow says each opponent discards 2 cards. If you control a vampire, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. That's a lot of card advantage for just 3 mana. I really like that. Or we could get card advantage the other way with Pact of the Serpent. Choose a creature type. Target player draws X cards and loses X life, where X is the number of creatures they control of the chosen type. I think this card is very overlooked. If you can get a ton of tokens out, this can draw you a lot of cards. Granted, it's bad if you're behind and it's bad if you're low on life. Blot Out the Sky for X white black. Create X tapped 2/1 white and black inkling creature tokens with flying. If X is 6 or more, destroy all non-creature non-land permanents. I mention this one because they have lifelink on your turn, and a bunch of flying lifelinkers could be pretty strong. A pretty unconventional way to build this deck would be some kind of planeswalker tribal deck, because planeswalkers also have lifelink on your turn. All 8 Gideon Planeswalkers can turn into creatures, and there's a couple others too. Plus a few black ones that deal damage with their loyalty abilities. If that's the kind of deck we're building, Yawgmoth's Vile Offering is pretty sweet. Put up to 1 target creature or planeswalker card from your graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. Destroy up to 1 target creature or planeswalker. I like that it's a 2-for-1 in a deck that already kind of cares about the graveyard. If 7 mana signature spells don't scare you, Primeval's Glorious Rebirth returns all legendary permanent cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. I think it's too much mana to really be good, but it would be a really unique, fun build. Somehow dumping lots of cards into your graveyard and late game reanimating all your planeswalkers and some other legendary permanents too. And I feel obligated to mention the Elder spell. Destroy any number of target planeswalkers. Choose a planeswalker you control, put 2 loyalty counters on it for each planeswalker destroyed this way. Wow. This is always good as a signature spell, but in a planeswalker-focused deck, it gets that much better. You not only get to take out all your opponent's Oathbreakers, but you get to soup up one of your planeswalkers and possibly even ultimate it. If you enjoyed this video, you can check out one of my many other Oathbreaker videos, and if you have any suggestions for planeswalkers you'd like to see made into videos, let me know in the comments, and I would be happy to do it. I love making these. It's a lot of fun brainstorming them. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.